Scores of you have been asking on some of the things I've been picking up, and when it sells, to do a posting, you know, the what sold on eBay video. So let's do it. On some of the stuff I've been selling in February. This is going to be some February sales. Remember, I'm part-time, and I'm also a collector. So overflow gets sold, and I'm also a hoarder. So here we go on what sold on eBay. We're at a red light, so here we go. First one up is an interesting one. This one sat for a little while, but that's okay. Thomas Edison oil bottle. Have you ever seen one of these? This was mint condition, and it went out the door. It took a little while, but it's gone. Next thing I highly recommend to buy when you get a chance to, but don't pay too much. Especially if they're in their little plastic box display case. These little NFL football helmets. This is the Texans, went for $15. I paid $6 a piece for these. They're almost gone. Some I made more on, and the lowest I go is $15 on these. I like these, and I like picking them up, and they always sell. This is a cool one. This is a metal sealer, and it's vintage, and it went within an hour. So probably put it a little too cheap. Sat in my garage for a long time. I finally listed it, and damned if it didn't sell. Full price, $39. Nice little sale. Funky stuff that I pick up from house cleanouts and yard sales. As we are kicking in the 4-barrel on the Subaru Outback, next to are lanterns, and they go full price, and I don't promote them because I don't have to, and that's a wonderful thing. They already take enough of my money. I don't need to promote them so they can take more. $90 for this one, and I believe $40 for the other one. I bought a lot of these lanterns, and I don't mind selling them. Always separate the globe from the lantern when you ship it, because if you don't, naughty, it will break. I would say 5 out of the 10 times, and then you're at a loss. So separate and then pack. Another red light, and that means another mini football helmet. This one's the Chicago Bears, and they go for $18. Bears are a popular team, and their stuff sells pretty good for me anyway. Had the little guys, they sold. Now the helmet sold. Also, these I paid $2 a piece for. This might be my last one. I might have one more. Longer burger baskets. I don't know. These were well sought after when in the days of the early 2000s and the 90s. Highly collectible. They'll be back, I predict. But they do sell, but you got to get them at a good price to resell them. So this one went full price. Don't know if I promoted it or not, but it's gone. Damned if we're not coming to another red light. And that means some more sales to share with you, the viewing 10s and 20s of yous. This one is another lantern, of course. These things are hot for me, and I'll really pay attention to them this summer, because I used to not look at the Dietz style lanterns. Now I will, since I've bought in the last couple months probably over 60 of them. This was full price again. I don't have to negotiate with them. I put a price on, and they go within up to a month. I do have a few on right now that have taken a little bit of time, but that's okay. Sooner or later, I'll get a good popular offer, or I won't accept it. Proper. That's the word I was looking at. Not popular. Proper offer. Here's one of these listed, and forget about it. I know this was well over a year, and I might have promoted it. Glass. This was a nice piece of glass, too. I bet you I paid $15 for this at an estate sale. I remember picking it up, and it sat, and I accepted the $35 for it. And I like glass, and I'm a sucker for it. But if I can't get it cheap, I'm not messing with it, because I got too many collections. I can't collect it all. Up next is Turd. Turd of the week. That's right. This one was a real bad one. I did this auction style and got $10.50. $10.50 for all these tins. If I found these for free, I would take them. And then do another auction, because you don't know if somebody wants them and they're getting a little bit more. In this case, it didn't happen. $10.50 out the door. That was sold at a loss. I paid $20 for a bunch of those and some milk bottles. This is the first bunch. I'm lucky if I make 40 on the whole batch, so I won't break even. Up next is a Macintosh parts or repair sale. I picked two of these up. $2.50 a piece. I knew they would sell, and this one did. $40 out the door. They are for parts or repair. And while I'm at it, might as well tell you about the other one, because that went for 90 parts or repair, and they both sold. So if you see these things and they're cheap, I wouldn't pay too much for them unless they're working. If you get them working with the keyboards and all the bells and whistles, then I'd grab them. And I'd pay a little bit of money for them, because they'll go for a little bit of money. And they're only going up in value because the people that, I guess you would call them geeks, they're going to collect these things. And they're going to say, when you go in a house, they're going to be sitting on a shelf. You're going to say, oh, wow, you got the Mac 2 Super disc player, or you got the Dell 1 gigabyte. They're going to have this stuff on shelves like we have old bottles and cans and shotguns and stuffed animals. They're going to have like iPhones and Androids and flip phones and Macintosh computers. It's coming, I'm telling you. Did somebody say lantern? This one, $20. This might even been, I'm not sure if this was Chinese. I think it was, or it's Japanese. It might even be Korean. It's one of the Asian countries. It's one of those countries that made these in the 60s and 70s. This one, full price, $20. In between, my Eagles won the Super Bowl. Their stuff is very desirable right now, and this hat sold. So now that puts it, anything that I had Eagle related online is gone. This was the last one. This hat cost me $1. And on the other end of that is another lantern. This one, I think, was a Japanese lantern. So, no, this was the West German. So there you go. It's a red guy. The red guy. That sold. And that brings us to what was the final two sales. Well, everybody's seen me buy those Gundam models. They kind of remind me of like those Transformers or Power Ranger stuff. These things, they're selling. So $30 and $44. So they both sold. Two different people. I have 15 more of them to go, and I'm going to pick some more of them up. So why not? They sell. I thought they would. I paid $5 and $10 for these, so overall I'm at $150. Couple more of these, maybe 3 more, I'll be even, and then it's profit on for the last 10. And some of them might even go up to $50. We'll have to see. Maybe a little more. That's my sales on eBay. I'm Harry Humstone. Until the next time, I say later.